Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Another Tennessee Volunteer is into the transfer portal. Man, I know this morning's video on the class of 24, maybe a little doom and gloom there. I don't think there was too much encouragement in that video, but it's the reality of the situation. Now I think I've got some positive information because the portal giveth and it taketh away, but sometimes you're trimming the fat. I got a couple of portal targets coming up here on the back half of this video that I think are going to encourage you guys. Tennessee finally starting to target some upgrades, some guys that I think can help this football team in 2024. We're going to get into that, but let's first talk about this. That is Deshawn Rucker has officially entered his name into the transfer portal. Now, he's the guy that he played 24 games with Tennessee over the last 3 years, only had 14 tackles and 1 pass defended, played in 4 games this year and only made 1 tackle. And you know, we look at this football team from 2023. We look at the numbers defensively. They gave up 22 points per game. That was 39th in the country. But the interesting thing about it is they were really good against the runs. Second in the SEC against the run. They were pretty good at getting after the quarterback. Third in the SEC with 3 sacks per game. They were also really good at making stops behind the line of scrimmage. 7.8 tackles for loss per game. That's good for second in the SEC, but they still struggled at times. Where did they struggle? On the back end. They gave up 234.9 yards per game. That's 10th in the SEC with passing yards allowed, 79th in the country. We know, we're all in agreement here. Tennessee has got to improve the back end. No disrespect to Deshawn Rucker, Warren Burrell, Brandon Turnage, Jack Luttrell, or Danico Slaughter. I think Tennessee is trimming some fat and looking to upgrade in the secondary. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a couple of potential targets, one of which could help that secondary. But as always, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up just below this video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't talk at you here. We talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be playing NCAA football, but talking to all things Tennessee football. And then Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Talkin VAWLS Live. We're going to break down all the news that has taken place since our last live stream towards the end of the week. So make sure you come join us tomorrow night and Wednesday night as well. Let's get into it. Let's talk about a potential upgrade. We're talking about secondary, right? Well, this is a guy that I think could help this football team. Kamari Ramsey, a safety from UCLA, 6'1", 205 pounds. You can see there on the screen. He was a 4-star prospect coming out of high school, top 200 player. When you go to the On3 rankings for transfer portal kids, the 3 guys right at the top, when you look at defensive backs, it's Deshawn Rucker, it's Danico Slaughter. Both of those guys grade out as 3 stars in the portal. Kamari Ramsey, however, grades out as a 4-star, grades out at 93.85 just 2 hours ago. On3 named him as one of the eighth best player available in the transfer portal. This is what they said after UCLA lost their defensive coordinator to the crosstown rival. They lost one of their star players as well. The Bruins saw safety Kamari Ramsey leave for the portal, and he'll be looking for a fresh start in 2024. Now, so will Tennessee be targeting him? According to VolQuest.com, Austin Price put out a post earlier saying, look for Tennessee to track down Kamari Ramsey, and also another target that we're going to get into coming up in just a second. But he's the guy that he's a redshirt freshman, got 3 years of eligibility. That's encouraging to me. 247 Sports put out this. Ramsey redshirted in 2022, but became a full-time starter in 2023 while being one of UCLA's 2 most dependable players in the secondary. Said he started alongside Kenny Churchwell in every game and finished the year with 40 tackles in 12 games. Also had an interception on the season. But again, a guy with a lot of eligibility left. I think this is a guy, when we talk about the secondary, we're looking for those upgrades. And I get the frustration, because I'm kind of there too. You know, the video this morning talking about recruiting in the class of 2024 kind of has not gone our way down the stretch. I still think it's a solid class. And you got to remember, when you get frustrated, we're like, Tennessee better target somebody worth something in the portal, or else I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to go to Twitter. I'm going to voice my concerns. Portal's only been open a week, boys. We got plenty of time to fill out these needs in the portal, and that's why I get the frustration with the class of 24 and not being able to close on guys like Kai Bates, Jordan Seaton, Cam Michael, Roger Saliaponga. I get the frustration. but it's 2023. You don't have to just live and die on high school kids. And I think Josh Heupel, if you look at his track record while being at Tennessee, he's done a pretty good job filling needs. And again, you go back and you look at the players that have transferred out from Tennessee. Warren Burrell, buried on the depth chart in the secondary. Brandon Turnage, for whatever reason, as excited as I was about him a couple of years ago, for whatever reason, Brandon Turnage has not contributed at the University of Tennessee. Jack Luttrell, a young guy with a bright future. We all hoped. Danico Slaughter, Deshawn Rucker. These are the guys that either weren't on the field or we were complaining about every Saturday after the game. A pass defense that's 79th in the country. You got to upgrade that, and I think it starts with Kamari Ramsey. Again, a guy that played some good football. I like hearing that he was one of the top 2 contributors on their defense with 40 tackles and an interception. Can he make that transition over to the SEC? We shall see. Tennessee will be in pursuit. Now, I know we need help on defense, but we also know, based on the transfer portal, based on some of the offers, Tennessee is also looking for a wide receiver. What are they looking for? They're looking for a big, physical, outside wide receiver. Well, how about Chris Brazwell? He's 6'5", little lean, 6'5", 195, but he's got that height, he's got that size. He kind of fits the mold for what Tennessee has been looking for here in the portal. Now you can see there on the screen, a 3-star prospect coming out of high school, but a 4-star prospect in the transfer portal. Now, he did play. He's redshirted in 2022. He did play as a redshirt freshman in 2023. Had 44 catches, 711 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Can he be that red zone threat? We know this football team struggled in the red zone in 2023. We can all point fingers and make assumptions and talk about why they struggled in the red zone. But I would like to add that threat, add that outside threat in Chris Brazwell. Got the size, a guy that could go up and make some plays. But again, 4-star prospect. I think you're looking at an upgrade, and I get it. Some of you are probably going to say, Boogie, we don't need wide receivers. Give me secondary. That's what we need. We need guys in the secondary. But, we still don't know what Brew McCoy's going to do. And we still, I think Tennessee needs some depth there in that wide receiver room. You're losing Ramel Keaton, so you're looking to replace him on the outside. And I know a lot of us are talking about Dante Thornton. He was starting to shine on the outside before he got hurt. You're hoping that Brew McCoy comes back. That would be the best case scenario, as Brew McCoy comes back and takes back over his spot at the wide receiver position. Obviously, we know Squirrel White's going to be in the slot. But does Tennessee see a guy like Chris Brazwell as a guy that can come in and start, a guy that can come in and compete? It was nice to see Caleb Webb, Chaz Nimrod really start to come along. Is Mike Matthews a guy that can come in and contribute as a freshman, or is he a guy that's going to kind of come in and be the backup in the slot? Where does Braylon Staley fit into this offense? Be interesting to see what they do with those young wide receivers, but I still think Tennessee looking to add somebody at that position for the 2024 season. Again, another name that Austin Price over at VolQuest confirmed that Tennessee will be tracking down and will be showing interest in. So what do you guys think about those 2 targets? I'm way more excited about the kid from UCLA because I think we need that immediate help on defense. I have more confidence in the wide receiver room than I do the secondary. And we talk about the guys that entered and trimming the fat and making upgrades, and I do truly believe that, and I think Tennessee is going to do that. But right now, when you look at the secondary, go back to the end of the year. Go back to the end of the year when you have a walk-on in Will Brooks out there getting the most run. Why is that? Why is that? You've had 5 guys from the secondary enter the portal. There's rumors and speculation that Tamarion McDonald could also be entering the portal. That would take you up to 6. Gabe Judy Lawley, Wesley Walker, a couple of guys that went through senior day. I thought for sure we would see both of those guys back in 2023, but all the articles, all the speculation that I've read has indicated that those 2 guys will be off as well. Now your secondary is depleted. It's depleted. You're going to have to hit the portal. The secondary has to be your priority. I think, returning your offensive line, your defensive line, I think they've got enough weapons at wide receiver. I think the tight end position and the secondary are your priorities. We'll continue to follow it and keep you guys updated. Wanted to bring you the latest update that Deshawn Rucker is into the portal, but I think it's just another case of trimming the fat. Also, a couple of realistic targets that Tennessee is going to be chasing down and pursuing in the portal. Jump into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door and hit that join button right down below this video. Hit that join button for $1 a month. You're supporting what we're trying to build around here. We would greatly appreciate it. You want to take it a step further, there's a button that says thanks. It's like a super chat on the video, and that's how you can help support the channel as well. But if not, smash the thumbs up. That is free. Jump into the comment section. Let's talk about it, because this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.